I got a straw hat and a $20 bill. I got a straw hat and a $20 bill. Dark-haired beauty sitting next to me. Blue sky far as I can see. I'm a well-heeled fella and I'm dressed to kill. Say, Mr. Cameraman, won't you take your picture fast? Say, Mr. Cameraman, won't you take your picture fast? I wanna kiss this woman on her sweet lips. Look at those eyes, look at those hips. Well, my patience, sir, it ain't gonna last. And the boss man said, son, you gonna be rich. And the boss man said, son, you gonna be rich. You gonna buy that woman a diamond ring. She won't want for a single thing. Go to City Hall, son. Yes, sir, you'll get hitched. Well, I wish that we could stay young and time would cease to pass. Well, we'll get old and we'll let go. The only thing left be this photograph. I got a straw hat and a $20 bill. I got a straw hat and a $20 bill. Dark-haired beauty sitting next to me. Blue sky far as I can see. I'm a well-heeled fella and I'm dressed to kill. I'm a well-heeled fella. Yeah, I'm dressed to kill. Thank you. Okay, this is Anna requested this one and I didn't get to. There's 400 tons of steel and rust rumbling down the line. It's a 718 local man making every stop. They're standing in the aisles, checking on the markets, staring at their phones. A woman with a Bible sits and prays. That used to be my trade. Yes, I'd stare out the tempered glass at hemlock, oak, and what time crammed into the middle seat. That load kept rolling down the line. My tie was tied too tight. I was sweating in my suit. My soul shot up with Novocaine. That used to be my train. Not quite sure when it happened or what made up my mind. I said, for the love of all that's good and right, I'm through. I put away my briefcase, was in a closet gathering dust, with the carpet beetles chewing on my suits. Is from the top of Primrose Hill, I can see that local rolling by. There's a melody that's after me, and the words get gathered up in lines. Well, some folks might say I'm reckless. I respectfully disagree. I just did something crazy to get sane. That used to be my train. 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 Oh. I think we're going to do one about the state of things. As you all, many of you know, I am not the person who writes songs about the state of things. But it's time to write songs about the state of things. This song was actually born in this very room, standing by that bar back there. Conversation I was having with the great and legendary Mr. Walt Wilkins, where I said the words hopelessness is going around, and he just went like that to me. And we've gotten to the point where we don't really have to speak in great detail about things. I knew my assignment was. My father owned the hardware store on Kansas Avenue. He sold it all from Big John Deere's to flathead threaded screws. He had a purple heart and an iron will, and pride in all he'd done. He was up and at 'em every day before the rising sun, the rising sun. Then a Sunbelt Black Hat LLC bought up the land outside of town. Meeting at the Legion Hall said they wouldn't shut nothing down. Well, that big box from Atlanta in 105,000 square feet, selling half off Chinese sheetrock and keeping prices cheap, prices cheap. Towns just like us, stripped and left for dead. In our bones we know just how it got this way. Well, they say they're fighting for us. They say the game is rigged, with their fingers crossed behind their backs and an eye on their 401ks. It's a shame. Oh, hopelessness is going around. It's a shame. Yes, hopelessness is going around. It's a shame. Dad held on for a couple of years, then he had to break his lease. The landlord made him sell the house, brought a hero to his knees. Now he's in a nursing home, watching right-wing cable news. He likes the way it makes him feel, couldn't care less if it's true, if it's true. Yes, all them grifters cashing in on anger and despair. Well, I'd like to think their day is coming soon, and they'll be called to answer for the damage that they've done. Well, I know it's just a pipe dream, yes I do. Oh, it's a shame. Yes, hopelessness is going around, it's a shame. Oh, hopelessness is going around, it's a shame. Yes, hopelessness is going around, it's a shame. Yes, every day I ask myself, is this just who you've always been? But I don't want to know the answer. 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 It's a shame. Yeah, hopelessness is going around. It's a shame. Yes, hopelessness is going around. It's a shame. Thank you. Let's see. What in the world are we going to do now? Yes. There's that too. I don't know that. Okay. Is this like a thing that I just made up, that people who live around here often refer to the Gulf Coast as the dirty third coast? Has anybody ever heard that? No. Well, then I guess I coined it. Dirty. It is pretty dirty though. Okay, this song's called The Dirty Third. I wrote this about somebody, and I hope he never knows that I wrote this. Got another call from my mama last night. She said it's not your fault, but I gotta say, it hadn't occurred to me to right then that it might be. I thought it was love the forever kind, but I don't know a soul in their right mind could love a fool like me. Oh, give me just a minute to gather my thoughts. I'm trying here. Today won't be the day that I quit drinking. I've been thinking the 33rd, well, it might be nice this time of year. The styrofoam boxes and dishes in the sink, yesterday's clothes or the day before. Church bell ringing, I guess that means it's Sunday. I'll take a day of rest, you know I will. In fact, I'm gonna rest right up until I fade away. Oh, give me just a minute to gather my thoughts. I'm trying here. Today won't be the day that I quit drinking. I've been thinking the 33rd, well, it might be nice this time of year. I have to gather myself after that. I had to quit work about 5 months back. It was all too much, this life of mine. Woe is me, I've been done dirty, it's a hard road. When the rent comes due, I'll be sitting out front on a metal chair, munching on my chest, slow and low. Hey, give me just a minute to gather my thoughts. I'm trying here. Today won't be the day that I quit drinking. I've been thinking the 33rd, well, it might be nice. Yes, I've been thinking the 33rd, oh, it might be nice this time of year. Summer, let's do a summer song. Well, they took out the circle, but the traffic's no better. $60 million just pissed away. You sit for an hour, the baby fills her diaper, but that huggy ain't leaking, so I guess we're okay. And at Freddy's in Brewster, roast beef and salami, sliced to perfection, that I'd be Pete meat. Folks standing there waiting in tunics and tivas, a little hungover, maybe 1/3 asleep. On a thin strip of sand out in the Atlantic, you can sin like the Kennedys did. Provincetown salt boxes shimmering sunlight. There's a suicide fence on the Sagamore Bridge. There's a suicide fence on the Sagamore Bridge. bar band and wealthy. They do hits from the 90s at the Beachcomber Pub on Saturday nights. It's like an ad for Viagra. They play Bush and Nirvana. Hit on the barflies and get lucky sometimes. And the rich folks from Chatham, well, they don't like poor folks. Say affordable housing, it won't happen here. In their black E350s, when they've had for too many, they speed on the back roads and T-bone the deer. On a thin strip of sand out in the Atlantic, you can sin like the Kennedys did. Provincetown salt boxes shimmer in sunlight. There's a suicide fence on the Sagamore Bridge. There's a suicide fence on the Sagamore Bridge. Girls in from Russia live in single wide trailers in Yarmouth and Dennis on summer J1s. They make $4 an hour serving crab cakes at parties and repellent advances of husbands and sons. And on Labor Day weekend, locals stand on the bridges waving goodbye at the folks on Route 6 when they head back to their houses, feeling smug satisfaction, mixed Coke and Evan Williams, and scream at their kid. On a thin strip of sand out in the Atlantic, you can sin like the Kennedys did. Provincetown soapboxes shimmer in sunlight. There's a suicide fence on the Sagamore Bridge. 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 So I'm allowed to talk about the Kennedys because my father was the Washington bureau chief for Rolling Stone magazine from 1974 to 76 or 77 or so, and was close friends with Hunter Thompson, who offered me a beer when I was 3. Judgment was good there. I think. They might have. But so I spent my first, and he had nowhere to live. And I don't know how in the world it happened, but it happened that he lived the summer I turned 1 at Hickory Hill. Hickory Hill was the home of Bobby Kennedy and Ethel Kennedy. And so I spent my first birthday in the Kennedy crib at Hickory Hill. And I say this just because, again, these are certain kinds of times. What I want you all to know is that on the wall, in pencil, on the door jamb, was a list of vaccinations that Ethel had gotten her kids. So, I don't know. Right, that's the question. That's the question. If I ever read a book about this era, that's going to be the title. What happened?
Lead paint.
Okay.
All right, let's get really. Okay. I wouldn't be here with Oliver. We probably would have met at some point, just because we have a lot of friends in common and know a lot of people. But I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the fact that I've been invited the last 2 years to play at the Moccasin Creek Festival in Effingham, Illinois, which is a fantastic festival that I recommend to everyone highly. I wouldn't have played the Moccasin Creek Festival if I hadn't become friends with a songwriter originally from Granite City, Illinois, named Dana Michael Anderson. Dana, we lost Dana a couple summers ago. I played the last show with him. With him and Bill Pasolaco, we played a show together in a town called Altamont, Illinois. No, there were no bikers there, but so we did that, and it was a lovely show. It was just an incredible, lovely show, and I slept on Dana's couch that night, and then 5 days later, literally, I got a text, and he was gone. This is for Dana and for all of our friends up in Effingham. It's called If You Go. My friend gave me a book before he left us, a self-help book he picked up from a second-hand store. He said he'd read it halfway through, didn't like it. He thought perhaps that I might like it more. Yeah, the dawn breaks on the Mississippi River on another summer day. My friend won't get to see. It looks so still there on the surface, but trouble lies in wait there just beneath. Yeah, this is for whoever needs to hear it. If it makes a difference, I don't know. You're loved, you're loved, you're loved. And someone's gonna miss you if you go. I've since read that self-help book that my friend gave me. Each ever-loving page just as awful as the next. But I keep it on a shelf where I can see it. It's a blunt force kind of metaphor, I guess. Yeah, this is for whoever needs to hear it. If it makes a difference, I don't know. You're loved, you're loved, you're loved. And someone's gonna miss you if you go. Someone's gonna miss you if you go. Someone's gonna miss you if you go. Someone's gonna miss you. Okay, we have a couple more. Let's do this again sometime.
It's so fun watching Oliver's brain. As he's trying to figure out what he's going to do.
This is also a chance to to give Terry his birthday gift.
Oh.
Same.
That's true. I'm 24. I'm looking forward to being on the wrong side of 25.
I'm 27. Oh my God, it's so great.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'll take a request. Oh sure. Goodness gracious. Gosh. Do you want to sing? No. We're actually really right about exactly 9 years from the time I first stood or sat on this stage. And it was when Kate Howard was running the open mic here. And I played this song. And you really liked it, and that meant a lot to me. And you said to me, you should go play the open mic at Strange Brew. But I'd been the previous night, and you had not been there. I'm trying to think if there's anybody in this room who's in that Strange Brew room that night.
I probably was.
I don't think you were.
She was there pretty much every week.
I would have remembered you helping me with the mic.
I didn't always help people with mics.
Good Lord, I needed the help. I am just Google Dunning-Kruger, and there's going to be a picture of me in the images. Okay, this is called Everywhere But Here. Everywhere But Here. It was a rainy night in April, in that crazy room. We fought about the weather, made love when we were young. You said goodbye, I'll miss you. I said I'll miss you too. I don't know if I believed it, but it felt like it was true. And then you kissed me like you'd never done before. And parting such sweet sorrow, you walked out my door. And I loved you in Montana and in San Diego, from Tacoma to Topeka, on up to Orono. I loved you in your letters, with the phone pressed to my ears. I love you every way but here. Yeah, now and then you call me from a million miles away and say you wish we were together, and I thought my heart would break. But it never came to nothing. That blessed the love we shared. We'd have found a way to argue about the color of the air. And we'd wander through our separate lives. And love is a smoke made with the fumes of sighs. And I loved you in Montana and in San Diego, from Tacoma to Topeka, on up to Orono. Oh, I loved you in your letters, with the phone pressed to my
ear. I love you everywhere but here. Like a picture painted by Seurat. Yeah, we were perfect from a distance, but a tempest closer we got. And I loved you in Montana and in San Diego, from Tacoma to Topeka, on up to Orono. I love you in your letters, with the phone pressed to my ear. I love you everywhere but here. Yes, I love you everywhere but here. That's Kate Howard. I feel weird emotions when I play that because 2016 and 17 were really super intense for me because I was forging all these new friendships and we just moved here and that song I wrote in Boston before we moved, but yeah, that's interesting to play that too. I think I'm going to play one more song, and then we'll call it a day. Oliver has a singing telegram to do, literally. And
That way he's dressed like a ship's captain.
but he's my captain.
Oh, Captain.
I also dress like this every day.
We should do Jaws, but with instead of Queen, we should have him as the psychopathic Ahab type.
Or we could start singing "Show Me When You Go Home."
Right. Or we could do Jaws, but he's the shark.
Wow.
Okay. I want to play one from the last record I made, and I'm not sure which I want to do. But I think I'm going to do, let's see, I think I'm going to do Starting at Zero, because we're finishing. I don't know who my guest is going to be next month. In September, it's going to be Kate Howard and Erica Longoria. So that'll be cool. But next month is a TBD. You love TBDs? Okay. Yes. Because this month was a TBD, and then I had texted Oliver, and then it wasn't a TBD.
Worked out.
It worked out really, really well. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for just, this is going to sound really corny, but just thank you for being you.
Yes.
It's just like you are just a total gem, and it's just really cool to get to do this with you.
Kate actually helped me with this. This is what I had to say.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay. Let's play some country music. Woke up this morning craving fried chicken and the hand that I used to hold. But the cast iron skillet is covered in rust. I'm starting at zero again. Now there's a drip in the kitchen, the faucet is leaking. That might just be in my head. No time for whining, let's get back to work. I'm starting at zero again. Yes, I'm hanging in there, I'm holding up fine. I tell them whenever they call, which is rarely if ever at all. I'm starting at zero again. Starting at zero. The back garden's grown over, but I mow the front lawn so the neighbors won't be concerned. I'm lost in the thicket of a love gone to sea. I'm starting at zero again. Shadows and echoes, cobwebs and smoke, boxes piled up in the hall. Yes, I'm off to Goodwill to give more away. I'm starting at zero again. Yes, I'm hanging in there, I'm holding up fine. I tell them whenever they call, which is rarely if ever at all. I'm starting at zero again. Starting at zero again. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you.